What is up, guys? It is Joe here from Joe Talks Wrestling, and today I'm bringing you a very different kind of video that I know you will enjoy. I was going to do this as a 300 subscriber special, however I can't wait to put this out because I want to hold the title. Ladies and gentlemen, I am the first person on the entirety of YouTube to do this. I'm the first person to make a replica of the Daniel Bryan Eco-Friendly Planets Championship. I'm going to explain to you how I did it from the very beginning to the very end. Let's get right into it. Okay guys, so for the Daniel Bryan Championship belt, what I actually had to do was I went onto Google and couldn't find many good images of the actual championship belt. However, I then took myself to Facebook and went on Wildcat Championship belts, and then I found a bird's eye view of the championship looking directly down it. It shows all the plates including the sidebars, and I've done them all to scale. The reason this one's a bit bigger than the last one is because I've got the page zoomed out on Word. It's not, they're both the same size, and I've tried to make it all as like in scale as it can possibly be with the real replica belt. So the sidebars on mine and the side plates are exactly the same size. However, the main plate is slightly larger. What I did for the main plate is I just printed this off and then I moved it like that so I could print the other bit that was missing off. But that's basically it. To save you guys the hassle, if you would like to really make this championship, I have no issue whatsoever if you leave your email down in the comment section below, and I will email you these logos to save you the resizing process. So you can literally, I'll send this to you and you can print it off straight away. So for the material for the plates, ladies and gentlemen, I actually have a big, long, like sheet of plywood. We've got loads of scrap wood in our shed. This is what it's for. I haven't spent any money. I didn't buy this. This was already in the shed. It's not as thick as the real plates, but it's probably about as thick as the replica plates. You can probably buy some plywood for relatively cheap at your locals, like for the UK probably B&Q, for the US probably in like Lowe's or somewhere like that. I don't really know what the places are out there. But yeah, this is what I did. All I did was I printed off and stuck on with Mod Podge sealer. You could probably use PVA glue. The logos all onto here. And then what I did then was I just got the saw. Well, my dad got the saw and we just cut it out as like around it as we could, because we didn't want to get it super close. The line work wouldn't be right. It wouldn't be like smooth. So you can see this isn't like smooth cuts. This is all like jagged edges. So what we actually then did, which I'll show you a clip in a second, is we took it up to my dad's workshop and we used a grinder tool. Now, most of you would have used something similar to this. It's basically like a belt sander, and what it is you just put the wood on it and it makes it like it sands it basically. It's like an electric sander to get it down to the edge where you want it. So that's what we did, and I'll show you that footage right now. Okay guys, so the material for the actual strap of the championship, what I'm doing is I've got a cardboard like inlay that I'm going to do, similar to how the replica belts have them, just without like the foam. But the actual real strap is made out of like a material known as hemp, and it's a like Hessian material. Now what this is a lot of you will probably look at this material and recognise it as, that looks like a potato sack. I don't know whether that's what potato sacks look like in America, but over in the UK, if you was to buy a sack of potatoes from a farmer or somewhere, it comes in a sack that's made of this exact material. So what I actually did is I measured the strap of the WWE Championship replica belt, which measures to 130 centimeters for the World Championship in length. So that equivalates to 1.3 meters. So what I then did is I went on eBay and found some Hessian material. This stuff, it's quite thin, but it's a woven material. This is exactly what's used on the WWE Championship, and ordered 1.5 meters of it for around £10. I will leave you a eBay UK listing in the description. But yeah, so if you want to order some, you can, but you'll need 1.5 meters of it, and you will have some left over. You want to make sure that you have enough in case you mess up, that you can actually use it to replace something. But let's move on and let's get on with actually making the strap. Okay, so right now I'm about to cut out the actual strap. So what I'm doing is that the Hessian material isn't thick enough, or I don't think it's going to be thick enough to hold the plywood plates. So I've got myself a big sheet of card from my dad's yard. And what we're doing is we've traced the actual WWE Championship belt strap, and we're making it as exact as it can possibly be. I'm going to cut this out, then at some point we're going to wrap the Hessian hemp material around it, because I got a load of that right here. We're going to wrap that around it, sew it or something, get it to stick to that cardboard, and eventually attach the plates. But that's what we're going for today. So let's get right into it. So the cardboard strap has been cut out, and this is what it looks like with the plates on. Obviously it is going to be covered up with the Hessian material, but I just want to see what it's actually going to look like. Now obviously you guys saw I traced the actual WWE strap from my replica belt onto this. What I think I'm going to do, I might give it a trim. So this bottom bit, I don't like how this doesn't really line up, and like this is much thicker than this side, so I'll probably give that a bit of a trim. But so far Daniel Bryan belt is looking good. Okay, so actually what we're gluing the belt strap and the Hessian together with is a clear silicone adhesive material like glue, and it's just like clear glue. It's the only way I can describe it is it comes out just like hot glue. It's just clear and not hot, and it takes around 5 hours to dry, maybe even more. The longer you leave it, the better the results. Yeah, let's get right on to doing that. Okay, so right now I'm going to be showing you a compilation of pictures. What we did is we sealed the actual glue, we flipped it over onto the strap, we put loads of cans of beans on it to hold down the weight. After about 4 or 5 hours it had sealed. We then decided to cut up the different sides and different curves of the strap so that we could fold them over so the edges are actually covered. So that's what we've done here. And then after that I said, right, now we need to put a backing on it. So I cut out the same material again with the Hessian, just a bit smaller, and then put that backing on it and glued that on as well. Guys, to actually glue the plates on, we used a Tiger Seal. Now this is the sort of stuff that you seal windscreens with, that you seal windows with. So once this is applied and it's bonded, whatever you've glued is not going anywhere. So this is what we actually glued the plates on with. We covered all the backer plates entirely with this Tiger Seal, put them on the strap how they needed to be. Once again, put more cans of beans on it and left it for 2 to 3 hours, and then once I came back, this is what the belt looked like. Okay guys, so this is the Daniel Bryan Championship once it's complete. Well, there is still one thing left to do. What we've actually done is I got some Velcro, some beige coloured Velcro off of the internet, off eBay. It cost me about £1. I got a metre of it, and what it is I've just glued this Velcro on with the Tiger Seal as well. I've left room in case I ever want to do a wooden tip in the future, because the real one has one, but I just need to do it on the other side. So on the back I need to do the other bit of Velcro, then I can wear it. Now the bonus about having the cardboard underneath is if it was just the Hessian, it would be way too floppy and the plates wouldn't look good. They'd be all flopping around, and it just wouldn't be good. You can tell the real one isn't just made of the Hessian material, because it actually has like big screws on the back that are covered up by a backing. And the best thing about the Tiger Seal is I can flop this around and have no worry whatsoever about it breaking. I can hold it like a championship, like here. I can hold it this way, I can hold it that way. However, I can hold it because I know the plates are on there, nothing is going to happen. If I hold it like that, the flexibility of it is fine. I can do it over the shoulder, it drops back nicely. The only issue that I can address is the silicone on the back, because for the backing we needed to apply a lot of it. We sealed it all off around the sides. It was very, very sticky even when it was dry. So my dad actually recommended that I do this, and it worked very well. It's just a minor inconvenience for you guys, and you're going to be brushing baby powder off for like a day. I baby powdered the entire backing of this championship, and now all of the silicone is no longer sticky. It's all nice and smooth. However, it does smell like baby powder, but that will fade eventually, but it will still remain not sticky. So this is my Daniel Bryan championship. Now I'm going to get the real WWE Championship replica belt, and we can do an actual in-depth comparison. Okay, so here are both championships. Now I'm going to address the flaws straight away, the minor differences. These aren't going to be like lined up the same. So for example, the sidebars, the side plates, they're not going to be exactly the same. I have to make them fit as to how the belt is. The main plate is slightly bigger than this one. I tried to make this main plate the size of the actual main strap. Also, ignore the Seth Rollins side plates. That's got nothing to do with the comparison. Obviously, ignore the missing jewels as well. None of this is in the comparison. This comparison is mainly for size. The real WWE Championship, they may look and have the overall same design. However, I'm not going to be getting into the nitty-gritty stuff like the tooling on the strap, because this championship obviously does not have that. It is a solid hemp strap. So, into the comparison straight away. Both belts are quite thick. If you put it down, you can see relatively the same thickness. These plates are 4mm thick on the real metal version. This is the metal version of the replica belt. These, I have no clue, they look around 4 to 5mm. The sidebars on the actual one are very, very flat, completely inaccurate to the real TV ones used by WWE. My sidebars aren't rounded. However, they are very thick, and these sidebars aren't the same either, they are quite different. But yeah, look, once again, I just want to prove to you guys while I've got the belt, this isn't going anywhere. These plates are on there good. Like, you can maneuver them slightly, but they're not going to come off. Like, literally, there's nothing taking that off. You have to really try to break it, but obviously no one's going to do that. So there we go. The straps are identical in length, 130 centimeters roughly. This isn't great because like the straps are different sizes, but you can see probably not the best comparison, but they are identical in length. This one just slightly longer because the gold tip hinders the length a little bit. But yeah, the only other minor difference is this is Velcro, female snaps, male snaps. And that's it, the WWE Championship, ladies and gentlemen. This is the first WWE custom replica of the Daniel Bryan Championship you will see on YouTube. And I do hope you enjoyed. Once again, I'm going to reiterate, if you need any help making your own version, I have no issue whatsoever in helping you guys out. Just leave comments asking me the questions. If you want the actual logos in the scale that I have them here, then be sure to leave your email in the comments and I will get back to you as fast as I can, giving you my sheets that have the actual logos. But once again, I do hope you enjoyed this video, guys. If you did, be sure to give it a like, comment, and please subscribe. I've been Joe Talks Wrestling. Thank you for watching the video. Goodbye.